If you're looking to make solar simple, give Ron Domenico with AD Energy a call. All-day energy made simple. Solar solutions with zero down, options to lease or finance, and roofs and trees are no issue. Call Ron Domenico at 609-226-2802 and tell him you saw him on the Sports Box.
Well, hello again, and welcome to the show that's better than a visit to the proctologist. This is the Sports Box. The only opinion that matters is right here, baby. I am Mike Galetta, a.k.a. Hampton Mike, along with my partner, Brian, the Ranger Talk. Brian, how are you?
I'm good. I think you have like some kind of a Tourette's or something.
I gotta get
like
something.
A tick or something.
I gotta get something going over there. I gotta get a loud town. So, Brian, let me ask you. In the waiting moments here of the show, I have a question for you. So now you are a huge Rangers fan. If anybody doesn't know that by now, you're a total idiot. But anyway,
yeah, a little bit.
So Ottawa moved on. They beat your Rangers. Ottawa plays the Pittsburgh Penguins this week.
Yeah.
My question to you is, if you're a fan of a team and they beat your team, do you now root for that team just for that year? Because if Ottawa does happen to go and win the Cup, I don't think they will, but if they do win the Cup, you could say the Rangers got beat by the best team. It's kind of a consolation thing is what it is.
So you're asking me if I would root for Ottawa to win because the Rangers lost to them?
Not only because of that, because it's the Eastern Conference as well. So considering you're a Rangers fan and I'm a Flyers fan, technically we are in the East.
Yep.
We are supposed to root, technically, per se, root for the Eastern team to win the Cup. But my question to you is, do you now root for Ottawa to win the Cup because you can say the Rangers got beat by the best team?
In a vacuum, absolutely not. I couldn't care less.
Okay.
In this series, though, I am not a Pittsburgh Penguins fan, obviously. They're a rival of mine. So if you're asking me who I'd rather see win, yeah, I'm going to say I'd rather see Ottawa win. But if Ottawa was playing anybody else, other than the Flyers, Devils, or Islanders, because they're also on my death list, I couldn't care less. To me, the Rangers lost. What happens after that doesn't impact the Rangers whatsoever. The Rangers are looking to make reservations on a golf course right now. The Rangers are looking at their salary cap and the draft and how they're going to reshape this team for next season. I don't think anybody in the Rangers front office, back office, middle office, left office, right office, whatever office, cares what Ottawa does. As a fan, no.
And I'm in agreement with that too. If I'm a Flyers fan, not even hockey sense, football, basketball, anything. I think if you're a fan of that team, yeah, maybe in some sense you have a conference, maybe secondary team that you would like to go through or whatever the case may be. But in this case, I gotta agree with Brian. If I was a Flyers fan, or again, not even Flyers, let's go to Tampa Bay. If Tampa Bay lost in the playoffs to the Giants the one year, I'm not going to root for the Giants to win the Super Bowl because then I can constellation say, oh yeah, the Bucs lost to the best team in the Super Bowl. That does nothing for me. That just tells me that my team is not at that level yet, and they need to get to that level. So why would I want to root for a team that's going to win the Super Bowl? And they're not there yet. That defines me of a fan. So I agree with you.
I think in many ways when you end up losing in the playoffs, I think there's going to be different kinds of people kind of react different ways.
Yep.
But I think if you find yourself rationalizing it by saying, "Oh, I'm going to root for this team because they beat my team," I can't wrap my head around that. Frankly, I don't think it matters. I mean, you don't get banners for losing to the team that won the championship.
Correct.
Nobody. It doesn't matter.
And it's no consolation. It does nothing for me. I mean,
No.
like you said, if you were going to tell me, oh well, yeah, I root for Ottawa because I can say that, I'd say, well, then how much of a fan you really have to take a look at yourself are, because now you're giving in to a team that is supposedly this year better than you, and you wanted your team to be up there. So why would you root for a team that just beat you and is supposed to be under you? You're supposed to be a better team. I don't know. I agree with you.
I, as a Cowboys fan, did not root for the Green Bay Packers in the NFC Championship game. I would venture to say that Green Bay Packers fans couldn't have cared less who won the Super Bowl because they weren't rooting for Atlanta.
Yep.
And, of course, Atlanta needed much more help. Atlanta was down 28-3 with about 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Hey, real quick. Yeah, I don't see that. And I'll give you a really actually easy example of this, right? Yankee Red Sox. So the Yankees and the Red Sox in 2003, 2004, they faced each other.
Well, see, that's more of a rivalry series. If you got a rivalry, like Flyers-Pittsburgh, if the Flyers lost to Pittsburgh, I definitely wouldn't be Pittsburgh rest of the way out because they're a rival to the Flyers. So it's all in a matter of that. If it's a big rivalry, then you got to throw it out.
I think once your team's out, all you want is your rivals not to win, and I don't think you care after that.
I agree.
Unless you have like some sort of like fandom of an individual on a different team. Yeah. Other than that, I don't see any reason why you'd actually like overtly root for the team that beats you. Me personally, I just don't see it. I've heard the argument though before.
We are on the same page. So that's all the time we have. Thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. We always got help on social media out there.
Listen, we're everywhere. And if you don't know that by now, you better call somebody and make sure that when you call them, you tell them. You can find us on Twitter at Sportsbox Show, on Facebook at Sportsbox Show, and the YouTube channel. Everybody's subscribing. Join the party. Make sure you're on the list.
Man, we always got good stuff coming. Keep an eye out. Subscribe. You'll get the fresh content for us. And remember, at the Sports Box, the only opinion that matters is still right here. Thanks for watching. See you.
This episode of the Sports Box is brought to you by Mic'd Up Entertainment and DJ Mike Velardi. For all of your event planning needs, make sure you contact Mike at 609-864-5925 and tell him that you saw him on the Sports Box.
1, 2, 3.
Don't forget to subscribe.